Hey there, Mark Helton here again, and I'm back with another awesome update. And in this video, we're going to talk about total appointment control systems. Now, this is something that you will literally be able to set up for yourself minutes after completing this video, not just for yourself and for your agents, but also for your customers. And you're going to love the simplicity of this total system. Okay. So, we're going to talk about first how you can get bookings through not just sending out a link in your email that your prospect or your um, customer can book themselves onto your calendar. I'm talking about a website, an email, a phone, a text message, you name it. Literally, the sky's the limit. You can get so creative with this. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to gather data with custom fields. So you can literally get all the additional information that you want and then send personalized reminders and follow ups so that way you don't miss appointments and your clients don't miss their appointments. And then we're going to talk about how to manage this whole thing with appointment conversion management systems. These are tools that we have built in that makes it virtually impossible for you to miss an appointment and keep you from losing the deal. And then finally, we're going to talk about some easy status triggers that you'll be able to fire with the click of a mouse that'll automatically set up things for you in the future and also provide you with some awesome reporting. Okay. So it's a whole lot and it's really simple. And we're going to get into it right now. Okay. So let me go ahead and open it up. So this here is the lead management dashboard inside of Hot Prospector. And I don't know how much time you've spent in here, but it's pretty awesome because you have the ability to manage your whole pipeline in one place, check out your recent activity, but also something that a lot of people miss out on is looking at their upcoming appointments and how they're actually doing in real time with their appointments. So here you can see you have the ability to look at your appointments from the day, this week, the month, for the next 30 days. And every day, as you're working through your appointments, you can see, what is my show rate? What is my no show rate? What are my reschedule rates, right? How many people did I just miss? It's really cool to have those stats right there at your fingertips. Now, in order for you to get access to this, plus have the ability to easily work your leads, as you can see here, there's a few things that you have to do first. Okay. So up here at the top of your dashboard, there is an icon. When you mouse over it, it says calendar notifications. Okay. It shouldn't have any if you haven't actually set one up, shouldn't be any notifications. But in order to set this up, all you have to do is click on this calendar notification icon and click on the new calendar button here. And once you click on that, it'll open up your calendar in a form that looks something like this. And all you want to do is just go through and set all this stuff up. Okay. So, what I want to do really quick is I want to show you how I have mine set up so that way you can go out and copy exactly what I'm doing for your own success. Okay. So, when it comes to the calendar name, I like to name my calendar something that is going to be related to whatever it is that I'm using the calendar for. So if it's my personal calendar, then its name is going to be my name. Next, the calendar URL. This is something that will actually be in the URL. So if you want something like get appointments or something like that that your customer would see, go ahead and put that in the URL to help personalize it a little bit. Next, you have the group option. This is a must have. You have to make sure that you have a group selected. And for me, this is the group where all of my leads are going when they are booked on my calendar. Now, you also have the ability, if you select this button here or this box here, to remove the leads from other groups when they're added and just put them into this group. I don't do that because I keep my leads in other groups because there's other things that are happening, so I just leave that unchecked. You also have the option to add a tag to a custom tag to your leads when they are added into a group, and remove certain tags from the lead when they're added into this group or this calendar, right? You can drop a deal status on that lead when they get added to the calendar. And what's really useful there is if you're running your pipeline through our system here, it'll allow you to turn these leads into maybe the front of your funnel. Status, that's going to allow the calendar to be viewable by the public or private. And then you have the option of redirecting a prospect or a person who fills out the form after they filled out the form to another URL. So maybe you have a YouTube video that they want or that you want them to watch, or a thank you page or something like that. Now, these options here allow you to have multiple times booked in one slot. This is useful if you have a team that might be working your leads, or if you have a high no-show rate. And if that's the case, you might want to allow multiple bookings. Here you have the appointment notification status. If you have that turned on, then you'll get notified when you get a new appointment. Here you set your working days and times. Make sure to give yourself a little bit of a break in the middle of the day for a lunch or something like that. Here you have the option to block same day appointments. This is very useful for me. I don't like my calendar changing in the middle of a day, even if there was an open spot, just because I kind of manage my morning when I come in. Your busy colors, your unavailable color, and your booking colors, so you can know when you're looking at your appointment what is what. And then here you set your duration as well as a gap in between appointments. So if you are unsure, or not unsure, so if you need a little bit of time between appointments to get prepared for the next one, or if there's something you have to finish, you can give yourself that time. Now, this is where things get really cool because our system obviously is going to allow you to do follow-ups, but you want to have personalized follow-ups. And so now you can actually customize your appointment titles. These actually get sent to your calendar system. So if you're using Google Calendar or something like that, whatever information you push here and whatever calendar system your client is using, they're now going to see that personalized title. So meeting with Mark Helton and John Smith versus some generic appointment title. This is going to increase that show rate because they're going to see their name, they're going to see your name, and it's going to help them to recognize that this is a legit appointment. Auto approve appointment request. This actually allows you to automatically approve the requests that come in. If you don't have this selected, then you have to remember to go in and approve your appointments every day. I suggest turning this on unless you get a lot of appointments that are junky, right? That's the only time I'd have that off. Your appointment description, I put the prospect's name in the description. Again, this is stuff that's going to get pushed to the appointment calendar, and it's just nice to see. I also like to customize it with the phone number that I'm going to be calling them at if I'm using a phone number. And then also I put in my phone number so they can reach me if something changes. Another custom field area for, customization area for me is the appointment location. Again, if I'm using their mobile phone to call them, I might put that there. Or if I was going to their address, I might drop that in there. Now let's talk about reminders. Reminders are so important, and you can set up as many of them as you would like. I typically send out one reminder via SMS to myself and also to the lead at the same time, which is 10 minutes before the appointment. And you can see here, I say their name, my name, and just a reminder that we're meeting, and then I drop in the token for the appointment time. Now you'll notice here on this message, this is a self notification that goes to my cell phone. Here, I'm actually sending myself the lead notification link, which actually gives me the ability to click on that link and it takes me to my appointment from my mobile phone. So if I'm in the field, I don't miss my appointments and I can call them from my phone no matter what. Now, the last two things here, and by the way, you do have email and voicemail reminders, which are really awesome. But the last two things that you're definitely going to want to use is going to be the pixel code, which if you're doing advertising, you want to drop that in there because it'll allow you to track the people who made it to this page. And then the round robin appointment assignment, which gives you the ability to set up multiple sales people or individuals in your office that have the ability to receive appointments on this calendar. And that's awesome if you get a lot of appointments on one calendar and you just want to round robin those evenly throughout your team. Okay. So this is the awesome calendar, booking calendar. Now, when you get this set up, after you're done setting it up, what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to connect a calendar. If you're using Google Calendar, we sync with Google Calendar. So you can connect it, pull your appointments over from Google, and then map it to whatever calendar in Google that you're using. And it stays synced up two-way. It automatically keeps your appointments that you have on your Google Calendar on this calendar. So that way you can't accidentally get double booked. Now, let's talk about working these appointments. When they come in, the last thing that you want to do is miss those appointments. So for myself, this is where I sit all day. I'm watching my notifications and working my calls by literally clicking, calling, updating my notes, and then when I'm finished, coming over here and updating the status. Now, when I update the status to completed, that will remove this appointment from my calendar so you won't see it anymore. If I show no show, then I get a pop-up and it allows me to reschedule that appointment for another time. This is handy if you get the person on the phone and they say they can't do it right now, so you can just quickly reschedule it while you've got them there. If not, just close it out, it'll refresh. And as you can see, it'll update your numbers to reflect what your range of, your percentages are for your appointments, your no-shows, and so on and so forth. Now, let's talk about automations. Automations are so important. And if you leverage them properly, they will literally be a game changer for your business. So here we have this little gear. When you click on it, it opens up and it gives you the ability to configure automations, things that will happen based on the status. So these triggers, these status updates will trigger these moves. So for example, if somebody completes the appointment, you can add a tag, remove a tag, and then copy or move them into a group and then add a deal status. If somebody doesn't show up for an appointment, you can do the same. And if somebody reschedules, you can do the same. So now you can create your total appointment control system and never miss another sales opportunity when you work them inside of this system. So I hope you really enjoyed this. I wanted to spend a little bit of time walking you through it. Now, one last thing before we go, I want to tell you how you can maximize the bookings that you get in all ways. So, first of all, you should always share your calendar link inside of your emails. You should always have the embed code of the calendar widget on your website, whether you're using the pop up or you're just using the calendar embed. But finally, you should definitely allow your customers to book themselves in your calendar when they call in to try to reach you and they're not able to on your phone line. So this is something that you can easily set up, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is click on the tools icon and go to your inbound campaigns. Now you can create an inbound campaign here, and there's an entire tutorial on that. But what I want to show you here is how I'm actually leveraging my appointment bookings through my own personal number. So if you call into this number, you would be able to see what happens is I have set up a greeting with a voicemail, with a voice greeting, and that greeting gives them instructions. For support, press 1. For billing, press 2. If you want to leave me a voicemail, uh, if you want to schedule an appointment, press 3. And if you want to leave me a voicemail, press 4. And so based off of whatever their response is, the system is going to direct them into the right area. Now, if they press 3, it actually takes them to my SMS system. And as you can see, they actually receive a text message with a link to opt in, subscribe, and actually get my calendar link. And so now I can automatically receive text messages, or appointments on my calendar using the text system. So if you're curious on how that works, you can call into my toll-free number, 1-800-591-9313, and go through the prompts. Go to the sales calendar and book yourself on our calendar, and you can experience it. It's really awesome. And I will tell you, this has been a major help in making sure that we have less um, missed opportunities in sales, and give our support staff a automated booking system for calls that come in for customers that need help with support. So anyhow, I really, really hope that you loved this video. I'm sorry that it was a little bit longer than most of my videos, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you a thorough explanation so that way you would have all of the knowledge that you need in order to go out there and set this system up. It is a game changer. It really is the total appointment control system. Awesome. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you real soon. Bye bye.